Hello guys, good morning. It's a very cold, rainy Saturday morning, but there's something on my chest that I want to share with you all. You know, in this life, we have a certain group of very amazing, loving human beings. I think these group of human beings are the closest we can get to angels. And they love so deeply and give of themselves so generously and so sacrificially and without hesitation, to the point that we all are at risk of taking these very amazing people for granted. A lot of us are at that risk. And what happens with these people is that apart from them being ever so loving and kind and generous and everything sweet, they have a very high threshold to give up on people. And those two characteristics put together make them very prone to being taken for granted. And so you have somebody like that in your life. They give and give and give until there's nothing left to give. They sacrifice, they are all loving and everything nice. And you keep maltreating or abusing them or being ungrateful to them or doing something negative to them in return for their generosity and kindness. And despite all that you do, these people continue to show you love and kindness. And so you get to that point where you have so much abundance of their goodness that you think that it is normal to have these things. But like everything else that has a beginning, their generosity, their love, their kindness has a threshold. And eventually they hit that point where they've also had enough, like they are up to here with it. And so they walk out on you. The funny thing is that sometimes they don't even walk out on you. You decide that they don't need them. And then you walk out on them. But you know what? For a lot of these people, the only time we are able to see their real value is in their absence. In their absence, until they have left you or until you have left them and gone for weeks or years without that thing that they were giving you in unmeasured quantities, until they have left. That is when you realize what you have and what you lost or threw away. This is the natural way of these amazing set of human beings. That is how a lot of us treat these people. But I'm here today to tell you the story, because it does not have to be that way. You as a human being can learn to the point that when you see these amazing people in your life, you do not wait until they are out of your life, until their absence tells you how important they are, how rare, how amazing they are. Learn to recognize these people in your life. No matter how good, how humble, how amazing they are, no matter how much they give you in generous proportion of whatever good they represent, never take them for granted. Because if you do, one day they will not be there, and only in their absence would you know their value. And for most of them, once you lose them, you will never get them back. You know the more painful part? You will not get them back. And if God doesn't show you mercy, you may never find anyone like their kind again. And you live the rest of your life with that pain and regret in your heart that you have them and you let them go. Be discerning. Be discerning. Notice these angels that God has placed in your life. And do not be a victim. A word to the wise is certainly enough. God bless you.